Alright.
All right. Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Hi. Okay, shall we introduce ourselves?
Sure, sure. Um, I'll go first. I'm June. Um, I've commentated before. I'm mainly a Survivor player, but I've played on both
All
platforms, so I'm very
right.
excited to see
Hello.
our matches
Yeah,
today.
hi. Wonderful. Okay. I'm Zimi, and I mostly play Survivor. And I've done a little bit of commentating, and I'm always excited to see what place we have for the day.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
manage to watch any of their matches last week? I didn't get a chance.
Oh my goodness. I was gonna ask you to give me the lore, but I guess we'll both be in for a surprise.
Yeah, I do know that both teams are down a loss, so it is a really even
Oh,
playing field that they're going on right now.
okay. That's always exciting. Let's
Mhm.
see. So today we have, is it Rebel versus HCN? Is that right?
Is it HCN? I thought today was Hat, wasn't it?
Let's take a let's take a quick little check here.
Yeah, Hex versus Rebel,
Hex versus
I
Rebel.
believe.
Awesome. Okay, I am a little familiar with Rebel. I don't know about
Really?
you, but I've gotten to commentate some of their matches before. And pretty solid team, so I'm really excited to see and learn more about Hex.
I know there's some like popular names in the IDV community for the hunters in Team Hex, like Yuko, the infamous Mad Eyes player who I forgot how
Oh.
many points she had in the leaderboard, but I do remember like I was talking to my friend about her and they were like, no one is taking that
Mhm.
S1 place from you ever.
No, for sure. I've actually, my team and I, we actually scrimmaged against Yuko. Yuko's been very supportive of us, and she seems very sweet. So, really good, popular, well-known, and kind member of the community. I wonder if we'll see that, Mad Eyes.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I only saw like a little bits and pieces. I think they went against Omni last week and she got a
Okay.
4K with that Mad Eyes on Hospital, so I'm pretty excited. But also,
Hmm.
the problem with being a specialist is if they know which hunter's coming out, you can real Mad Eyes is really easily counterpicked
Mm-hmm.
if you know he's coming out.
It's true. It's really true. Um, Actually, yeah, I remember talking to Rebels captain, and they were telling me that they do their research. They do their research into hunters and into survivors, and they do their best to be prepared for it. So we could see some interesting struggle here. I'm curious
Yeah,
if Yuko will choose to go with the specialty hunter, or if maybe switch it up a little bit with something unexpected.
maybe she did list two of her other hunters to be Geisha and Sculptor.
Oh, I would love to
Any
see a sculptor.
Me too. I feel like a lot of characters that would counter Mad Eyes, it's not as strong of a counter as to those other two, so it looks like she has a backup.
Hmm, okay, amazing. Now, on the side of Rebel, when looking at their hunters, both are former peak tier, if I remember correctly. But not much is known about them, honestly. I couldn't really internet sleuth and find any sort of badges or any achievements. But
Yeah,
yeah, so
no,
that will be a bit of a surprise.
these tourney players like to keep their cards close to their chests. I remember I tried to go into tourney myself, and like first advice they give you is hide all of your badges, hide all of your past records, hide literally every single thing. And it's just like, damn.
Mm-hmm. It's true, it's true. And of course, for a team that we know likes to research, of course they would be very well hidden.
Yeah, of
Not all
course.
of them, though. I have noticed, and I wish I could talk more about Hex, but unfortunately, I did not get around to that research. But I do know on Rebel Survivor side, some of the members are quite highly decorated in terms of badges. We might see
Really.
a magician, We might see what was it? I think there was a prisoner S badge on the team. Um, yeah, we have some interesting things to look forward to here.
Oh, I really want to see a magician. I know he's picked a lot because of like IJL, IVL, but obviously that doesn't really
Hmm.
determine full meta. But like honestly, even before his most recent buff, I've been like a huge magician believer, and so I really hope to
Yeah,
see him.
no, for sure. I think I think he's been underrated for a while, and so it's great to see him get more love.
Yeah, it's not his fault he's ugly, you know?
Oh, he's
Um,
not ugly. I think he's kind of cute. I don't know about his
aw.
personality. I think his personality might be a little bit ugly, but we'll see.
When it comes to IDV survivors, my thought is always there's worse.
Ain't that the truth? Yeah, we'll see. I heard rumors that um in some servers they wouldn't play him because they considered him kind of ugly, and that was the only reason.
Yeah,
So I
that's
sure
bad.
hope not. It's a little bit shallow,
but
but
that you
yeah.
see, I
Honestly,
feel
I
like
would
we
like
see
to
that
see
a
him.
lot with some servers. Sorry, I don't mean to keep cutting you off. It's hard with Discord.
No, no, it's okay. Um, we'll figure it out. I'll do my best not to cut you off. I'm sure I will make that mistake here and there, but yes, try our best.
Well,
Oh, looks like we're
I don't think
starting
everyone
to
was.
get our
I
match to
think,
order.
yeah, we're looks like we're calling in the teams into the.
Well, did our streamer leave the room though?
Uh, it looks like.
Yes. Okay, so for our audience, it looks like we are just getting a few things in order, making sure all of our people are here, and yeah, getting everybody comfortable so that we can start this match as soon as possible.
Yeah.
All right,
Already, I'm seeing.
tell me more about your experience in tournament time while we're waiting here.
Oh man, it's quite. Maybe pathetic is too strong of a word, but sad. I've been
Oh no.
trying to get into multiple tournaments, even this one, and we've been rejected from like three tournaments so far, so my team's kind of given up. But
Oh, I'm so
we had
sorry.
chance to scrim. We got to we've had chances to scrim against some teams, so I kind of know what's going on and how it works, and I watch a lot of competitive and like not just like the official competitive, but like community competitive
Wonderful.
stuff. Well, what about you? I feel like I've gone against your hunter like a couple like sometimes in rank, and I've gotten my ass beat.
Are you familiar with Girthquake?
No, maybe not them, but I remember they had the TKC label just like
Yep.
you.
Yep. TKC. Yeah, it's Team Kitty Cat is my team.
Oh,
And
you
yeah,
guys
we
were
have a
in
pretty
sorry, keep going.
No, no, go ahead. Inflate my
I was
ego,
gonna
please.
you guys were in which one was it? Flower Field, I think? It was either Flower Field
Yes.
or I remember.
Let's see. We were in Flower Fields and oh, what was the other one? But yes, Flower Fields was our very first, I believe. Oh, it feels like so long ago. But yeah, it's great to be on the other side of things, speaking of such. Like, I know how I felt as a player in a tournament, and I know how special I felt like when the commentators were able to pick up on things I was doing. So I'm excited to do that for other people now too.
Yeah, hopefully like being in a tournament will help kind of get into the head of what the serves and hunters are doing in this match.
Hmm. I feel like a lot of the technical stuff can be hard sometimes. Things like picking your characters within the time limit, strategizing, knowing which maps you all want to ban ahead of time, which maps you want to pick.
Oh, am I the okay. So I'm gonna set up the four bands. And then it just seems map is gonna be Moonlit.
Oh, Moonlit. Okay. The match that I watched Rebel on, I remember they did pretty well on Moonlit. I believe against a Dream Witch. So I
Okay. And
wonder
then
if they're going for a similar strategy.
the first hunter lined up is, yeah, a Greenwood on Moonlit is interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It was spectacular to
Like,
see from both sides.
damn, why did it make me the
You're working a little bit overtime there with the match creation and everything. Oops. Well, it's okay.
so
Alrighty. So it looks like on this side we have the survivors will be rebels, and then the hunters will be Hex.
yep. It was yeah, as you said, it was the Team Rebels pick for the map. Moonlit it's is not, I don't think Moonlit is one of Mad Eye's stronger maps. I know his strongest are like Red Church, Ever Sleeping.
Yes.
Apparently Hospital's not bad, but I don't play him, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm not so sure.
It's not an
Nico,
op,
can we
so it's
still
a
not hear you,
pretty
by the
solid
way?
map.
Okay, so we're just talking to mysterious third person. Got you. Okay, so we just got insider information that
Right.
Moonlit is considered a pretty good map for Mad Eyes. I'd agree. I've gotten my butt kicked on Moonlit with the Mad Eyes before. We'll
My
see.
team's hunter had a Mad Eyes player too. I've seen him kick butt on this
Ooh.
map, but I've also seen him get his butt kicked, so
Mm-hmm.
I
So
don't have
maybe
a
it's
good
more
idea.
neutral ground. We'll see. Oh, okay, here we go. All right.
Yep.
So first ban on for the survivors is
Priestess
Forward
4.
and Priestess. Priestess, we often see her get banned, but the forward pick is kind of interesting. Prioritizing
Oh,
that ban overall.
oh, that doctor pick and the escapologist pick is definitely.
Ooh! Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, this is already exciting for me. I have been dying to see more escapologists. And
But
Doctor is always a fun watch,
or
whether for the
Enchantress
hunter or the
ban.
survivor. Okay, Enchantress ban.
Cordy
With
pick.
Coordinator.
No, but that doctor pick definitely feels like the doctor and the escapologist pick definitely feel like expecting Mad Eyes because Mad Eyes also feel like a lot of his camp is just choosing the right chair.
Yeah, okay. Um, do you happen to know what the other team banned in terms of maps?
Um, Let me see.
Oh wait, no, sorry, I found it. They said they banned Arms and Darkwoods on the side of Hex, and then it was Rebel that chose Moonlit. I
Yep,
wonder if they are baiting out that Mad Eyes. Oh, let's see.
yep, that's the famous Mad Eyes.
There he
Oh, we
is,
forgot to
Grandpa
say the last
himself.
pick is novelist.
I'm seeing. I don't know if you watched last year's Koa, but I remember they used a novelist to just constantly harass a Mad Eyes. I believe it was Dream's Mad Eyes, and it
Oh
was
my
kind
God,
of
poor
rough because
Dream.
he could just. I know he could. The novelist could just sit there and recharge his item, and then anytime the Mad Eyes would go into the console, he would just switch him out.
Yeah,
So
and you
we'll
can keep
see.
collecting book even on that console.
Uh, so I wonder if that's the strategy we'll see. We'll find out.
It's definitely a more consistent pick than the other Mad Eye's counter, which is Thief.
Yep, yep. Let's see.
But
So, in terms of kiters, it looks like we have our doctor and coordinator taking those roles, and then escapologist as rescuer, and possibly novelist as secondary rescue, but we'll see. We
yeah,
will
the thing
see.
with Novelist is if you run Tide on him, he can basically ensure a rescue. The problem is what happens right after that rescue is mostly a farm.
Yeah,
But what
we'll
matters is
see.
getting the rescue off.
Mhm. I'm always curious to see how people counter Mad Eyes. It's great for our audience, it's great for me to see, and it's entertaining. So, best of luck to both sides.
Yeah.
Yep. Any bets on how this match is gonna go?
Well, it's a Mad Eyes match, so it's definitely going to be long.
Okay, yeah,
And
I'm seated.
I feel like the goal you might want to try to tunnel down the doctor first because a lot of the map pressure that Mad Eyes have, like a lot of Mad Eyes players will end up just bleeding out and then blocking, caging people off. And so having that
Mm,
doctor up is going to be a huge like detriment to that Mad Eyes.
it's true. And it's not like her item runs out either.
Yeah, she could always and she can always come into support. She can break walls and then re-heal herself, so it's not like she's getting really punished for it. Oh shit. I'm so sorry. I thought competition mode has area selection automatically.
All
Um,
right. Thank you for your
so
patience, everybody. We're just gonna get things in order a little bit here. I believe this is the
yeah.
first match of today, so things are a little bit shaky, but we will be right into it in just a moment.
Uh,
Don't worry about it, June. It happens. There's a reason why I make. Mm.
I mean, now that we reset, I guess. I mean, we can now this time maybe instead of competition mode, we can just put it on normal mode so we don't have to wait through the long waiting screen. As long as everyone picks the same hunter serves and same build.
Alrighty. Well, while they are doing that, I'm gonna let's look through some chat here. Okay, looks like we got a lot of fans for Rebel. A lot of fans for Yuko. Let's see, Yuko winning with 4 ciphers. You know, I wonder if Yuko is the type of, honestly, I'll be honest, chat. When I and my team skirmish against Yuko, we didn't get really far, but that doesn't really mean much. So I wonder if Yuko is the type to snowball at the very end, or if Yuko is going to get a pretty big lead from the beginning. We'll see. I think it's definitely a test of endurance. We've seen it in competition. We've seen it many other places in tournaments like this too, where when it comes to Mad Eyes, you just really want to go for that endurance play.
Yeah,
Let's
for
see.
sure.
Let's see.
I mean, there are different two. I feel like there's two types of Mad Eyes plays. It's that um I guess we don't have to do bans and picks, so that one might make it faster since we already know the bans and picks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a few people in the chat concerned about if we don't go with the mode. Oh, sorry. I was sitting in Rebels Survivor pick. I don't think they expected me to be there. So, but hey,
Yeah.
surprise! I guess I'm just the new Survivor.
It
Just kidding. Just
does
kidding.
look like we're gonna go competitive mode, so we'll see all the cipher progress and there
Yes,
won't be
yes.
any like issues there.
Bald on bald violence. It's true. I remember. What was it? I was in chat at some point and I said, somebody said to me, what was it? Like, if we rub our bald heads together quick enough, it's enough to generate enough power for the whole manor. And I thought that was kind of funny, but we'll see. In this matchup, I suppose. Don't mind me, I'm just spewing random things. But I suppose in this case they probably won't be working together. Unless Rebel decides to surprise us. We'll see. Alright, same things as always. Would you like to go through the bands again for our audience?
Yeah, so just a reminder, the bands are Priestess Forward, Enchantress Wildling, and the picks are Doctor, Escapologist, Coordinator, and Novelist.
Alrighty, exciting. In terms of rechargeable resources, we do have that Doctor and Novelist. Coordinator and the Skybologist are able to pick up more items though. So in terms of longevity, we have some potential here.
No, it's definitely. I feel like rechargeable items are really good, but like, let's not sleep on just chests in general. Like being able to get another syringe or like a bot even.
Well, we'll see.
Oh, bless you.
Oh my gosh, I thought I muted. My bad.
Yeah. It's hard to, I feel like it's hard to like jump back to the mute button. But maybe it's because I'm
okay. Whoops. Sorry, guys.
all right. So now now we finally have our spawns. Yeah, that novelist is being careful not to spawn in that bottom left corner, it looks like. And so we got Doctor 2-story, Cordy at first stop, Escape at bridge, and then Novelist right above fourth stop. And it looks like
Holy
they're
flywheel,
only
Batman.
yeah, everyone is running. We got Novelist on Flywheel borrowed, Cordy on Flywheel borrowed, Doc on full kite, and then Escapologist on tide only. So only one tide.
All right. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. But of course, just thinking here. Okay. Yeah, we really need our Mad Eye specialist on here to tell us a little bit more. I know it's important for a lot of Mad Eyes to, when they do their spawns, to have a console nearby and maybe work on locking off that cipher, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here.
All right, looks like the match is starting.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Me too. But like I was saying earlier, I feel like there's two Mad Eyes players. It's the lock off ciphers until at least your first charge of insolence, or sometimes people will block off certain areas and then chase. So I'm interested to see what strategy Yugo puts for this match.
Yeah, let's take a look at this build here.
Oh, it's insolence
looks like
only,
we have
no confined.
Insolence only. Okay.
I guess I know for hospital she ran insolence confined, but I guess there's not many windows you really need a confined space on Moonlit.
Well, it is mostly pirates, I want to say. All right,
Well,
going for that coordinator.
Immediately starting his chase, or blocking off this really good kiting area. But Cordy does have a gun to work with.
Yep. And there is no excitement, but it seems like we're not scared here.
We're playing around
coordinator.
We're playing around really well. I wonder if she could just drop that Paladin vault, but I guess that would risk a TS.
That's true. Oh,
nice.
Oh.
They played around for a really long time too, trying to dodge that gun. So we're already at a really strong start when it comes to the ciphers, but Mad Eyes is more of a slow snowball hunter, and her blink is up now, so she can't get on coaster.
Still looking for that first hit. The first cipher is done.
Yeah.
Not really prioritizing this chase. Missing the flywheel.
But could you get this blink down? And that's a Like 3 sets per down.
About 3 seconds. Yeah, okay. Didn't really prioritize locking off any ciphers in that beginning part. Just letting those first three be decoded for free. But
Yeah,
now we have the
but
coordinator on chair.
yep, and this is where Mad Eyes can really start to shine, is that map control and camp. Now, is Escapeologist going to move Coordinator's chair? It looks like it. I haven't been paying
Yep, I
attention. Have they
wonder.
been decoding the because they've been only decoding on the other side, so I feel like
Oh,
there
okay.
might be a lot of energy in these consoles, but it looks like they're pretty solid on it. Both Doctor and Escapeologist coming in for that rescue. But it
Not
looks like it,
surprised.
and that Coordinator already has an extended chair time, and she has max numbers. They get the rescue right under his nose, but they're trapped. Can you get the second hit?
Oh, the
That
flywheel
flywheel!
doctor.
Oh, but he's still stuck in that. And that's a double down at that chair.
Wow, okay.
And we're starting to. Oh my god! I'm surprised that we're locking in the novelist. This is really looking really strong.
What a strange little comeback here. I mean, we had 3 ciphers finished, but now we've got 2 down, 1 injured. And
I mean, that's just the strength of Meta.
Escapeologist is waiting here. Probably gonna get this rescue. I wonder if we'll. Okay, we are gonna pick up the coordinator.
Yep.
I don't disagree. And that's sort of a tie wasted there.
No. And Doctor can't even heal, so if he can manage to chip them down. But it looks like we're focusing on pressuring those ciphers. Escapeologist doesn't use his second escape act here. Oh, and he gets chipped! This overloaded is gonna get him. Yeah!
Oh!
And that's another stuffed rescue.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Doctor has
now
broken the
healed, so
console.
I don't
Yeah.
think she's gonna make it for this rescue.
No,
There's
she's
no
definitely not.
escapeologist.
And I don't even know if they'll be able to make it for this next rescue because I don't think they've had the chance to break this console that's near this chair here.
No,
Escape-
and
oh,
Novelist is
escapeologist
struggling too. Oh,
Yeah.
Novelist is still
Escapeologist.
decoding. Kind of struggling a little bit with the lock off.
They are getting ciphers done, and Doctor has broken this console before Escapeologist moved the chair, so this
Yeah.
looks like it looks possible to rescue at least.
There you
Immediately
have it.
goes
Okay.
for the Doctor, and he has blink up again. Nice, he bakes the flywheel.
Wow. Amazing play from both survivors. From both sides, my bad.
Yeah. Escapeologist can also eat a normal hit. If you spam the rescue button, you can get the rescue within the time it takes for him to pop back out. But it is going to be an immediate farm. And he's out of escape acts too, so there's no way they can pop that cipher over there.
I'm a little surprised choosing to chair a little bit farther away.
I think it is because he doesn't want the chance for that cipher to get popped.
Got it.
Oh. Are they trapped?
And the Doctor is free.
This escape act, this Thernible's working on me too. I can't see what's happening at once.
We're both blind. Oh!
That's crazy.
Good job. To me, it's like this Mad Eyes is able to kind of almost predict the future. Think about what is the space going to look like, where is the survivor going to go, and just kind of set up for that in advance. I suppose that's a pretty common thing with Mad Eyes, but still, it's impressive to see.
It's a common in a really good Mad Eyes, which is
Yes.
clearly what we're seeing right now. Now the thing is, this cipher is really close, but with no one able to break this console, there's no way they can get it done, I feel.
Uh-huh. You'll notice the novelist creeping around a little bit, probably trying to stay out of sight, but also feed that tinnitus.
Ooh, the
Escapologist.
skateball just using the stairs
Ooh.
to hide, but there's just too much energy in that console. Yeah, he's trapped. Even if double walled there, so he's fully trapped, but he already used his self-heal anyway, so it's not like he can just wall the gates. And he's down
Uh-huh.
again.
Oh, and the novelist has been spotted.
hmm
All right.
There's the It looks like the console here doesn't have that much energy left, but Blink is up in 7 seconds. Novelist only has a flywheel and a book, but you know, it's looking like a 4K. Yeah, and there he goes down.
And down goes the survivors. Wow. Amazing job to
And a,
identity here.
yeah, and that very a little celebratory flair at the end.
Uh-huh. Amazing.
It was a really strong start from the survivors, but that Bad Eyes map control and camp is just too strong.
Yeah. Cool as a cucumber, wasn't concerned, and was able to just get the 4K right there at the end. Amazing. Beautiful job to both sides. The survivors, they were doing their best. I agree with a lot of their plays, and yeah, but that Mad Eyes is just hard to defeat.
Yeah, it apparently looking at the comments, according to Nico, they accidentally swapped. Well, not accidentally, but they swapped one of the serves to one of his strongest chairs on the map.
Oh no. So at that point, it's just a knowledge check, isn't it?
Yeah. And it's kind of hard with
Hard.
there being so. I feel like so few Mad Eyes players in period. I don't even want to say on this server. He's a hard
Uh-huh.
hunter to play.
Yeah. And hey, June, you play a rescue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, I'm just thinking with that escapologist, you have such little time to make decision, just with his skill and the switching the chairs, but also just
Yeah.
as rescuer. I mean, sometimes you just have to make those calls. You can't communicate that necessarily to, you can't communicate everything necessarily to your teammates. And so that could be a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I think they did a good job. Well, obviously we can't hear their comms, but I think they did a good job calling that doctor into rescue. The problem
Mm-hmm.
is the problem with Mad Eyes, it's not just rescue, because like you always hear like, oh, you should go in instantly to rescue from Mad Eyes. But
Uh-huh.
the issue
Uh-huh.
isn't just getting the rescue off, it's what do you do after you get that rescue.
Yep, that's for sure. Me, I go in, I rescue, I say anything that happens after this is not my problem. But of
It's
course, yeah, the support, the planning, it's it's not easy. Make sure to tip
yeah.
your rescuers, folks.
Oh my God,
They
please.
go through a lot. I'm a little bit
I for
biased, but yep.
I forgot who it was. Do you know was it BGM, the VTuber?
Oh, not familiar, unfortunately.
She made a post. She's also a rescuer maid, and she made a post that was like, being a rescuer maid in current IDV meta is like being a masochist, and I have to agree.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
Um, Well, now I gotta think. Why is it that I like to rescue? You know what? Honestly, I think I like to rescue a lot because I don't really like to kite.
Honestly, I
So,
prefer kiting, but I feel like no one really wants to play rescuer. And like rescuing itself
uh,
is technically not much, but there's so many knowledge checks that comes with rescuing because you have to, because like, yeah,
yeah.
I don't
I
know.
mean, it changes like your strategy, depending on
Yeah.
who the hunter is.
And you know, you can't always risk that like right before half rescue,
Uh-huh.
especially with certain hunters. You do want to go in earlier. And
Yeah.
like were you the rescuer for your team or are you a rescuer main just in general?
Um, yes, both.
Same. I feel like I don't know. I feel like this should be common knowledge, but I feel like people are like not sure like, oh, when should they get their off their cipher, which
Uh-huh.
direction they should come from to not get spotted out, what to do if you are spotted out.
Yeah. I would love to talk more about that in between matches, but let's see here. We've got a Seer and Magician ban right off the bat.
Yep. And immediately picking that first officer and prisoner.
Okay. Back to the Hunter. The next ban is going to be, let's see here. Psychologist. Just a solid survivor.
Yeah,
Hmm.
especially on Moonlit where she can heal from like across the map.
On a map that's so big, honestly, the world pressure is, oh, it means a lot. So no seer, no psychologist. Yeah,
Pris
that'll make a difference.
Oh, fire investigator.
Hello. Also
I've
love
been a
to see
fire
that guy.
investigator reliever since release, and then we're gonna do a map meteorologist ban, also a very solid pick on this map.
Hmm. Once again, more kind of world support there with the clouds and the healing. Professor pick for the final. Huh. Interesting comp. I can't say I've seen it that often. I'm
Mm.
curious what the plan is here. You still get that global support through the prisoner. Fire investigator has items, and along with professor have items that can be used
Yeah, so they
by
do
other
have
survivors.
support, a good support potential. I th- a prisoner on this map is so annoying. Like you said, the map is so big, it's hard to traverse across it.
Uh-huh.
Even as a map pressure hunter, I feel like many map pressure hunters are kind of limited. The more meta map pressure hunters are kind of limited in their range too. So that um, what is it? Global decoding is definitely going to be a pain unless you chase him first.
Yeah. Okay, just going off the builds here. It looks like to me, of course, we have our first officer as rescuer, full kite on the prisoner, and most likely flywheels on the other two.
That
But we'll
fire
see.
investigator might be flywheel knee jerk
Oh, that makes more sense.
just based
Okay.
off the name, but we'll see. They really want a one escape right now, and
Ooh,
we're
the
going
shadow.
Ivy. Fire invest First officer and fire investigator are pretty solid picks into Ivy, I will say.
That's true. I wonder if they were expecting it. Huh.
I do think Ivy was one of the mains that the hunter nobody listed. So, and if you want a
Yeah,
4K,
we'll
she is
see.
a
Oh, I do
strong
have some
bet.
notes. Nobody is a former peak tier. Over 18,000 matches.
Holy
Plays
shit!
Ivy, Hullabaloo, Goatman. So yeah, this seems to be pretty standard. As standard as,
Now,
a highly decorated hunter can be.
yeah, those meta picks.
Uh-huh.
It
But
looks
yeah,
like so we have tied on first officer, tied flywheel on professor, flywheel borrowed on fire investigator, and then full kite on prisoner.
okay. So a little bit different from what I was expecting. Honestly, I am a little bit surprised. I feel like more often than not, I see fire investigator used as a secondary rescue, but perhaps I'm just wrong.
No, you're definitely right. A lot of people are like, "Oh, he only has 2 balls, he can't pick up an item." But those balls are so strong, especially with against an Ivy, a lot of Ivies will carry hunt,
Uh-huh.
you either keep that ball up or you break it and then lose your hunt stacks, and he has so much distance that it'll
Uh,
take a while for them to build back up, and,
okay,
he
yeah,
it's a
that makes a
solid
lot of sense to
rescue.
me.
What I'm interested is that they put the fire investigator on 2-story and then the prisoner at first stop. The fire investigator
Huh.
can use I like yeah, I don't know, we'll
Probably a
see
great
how
area
that
for him. He can block off a lot of those entrances.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Alright, it looks like so the Ivy is sending her Yith straight for the professor. Oh, let's look at her build. Yep, Max Berserker, Max Hunt. claustrophobia because she needs a 4K. So, oh no, it's not Max Berserker. It's one stack in Berserker. She's doing a good job of cornering this professor in that back area, so he will take a lot of corrosion for free.
Yeah, okay. And looks like we are committing to this. A
Oh,
little bit
and
harder to predict those scales.
he was using the scale to. That must be why he was so confident staying in that corrosive area. He used the scale to block that 100, but he still got a really early hit there. And she's
Yeah,
already
wow.
starting her map pressure, sending that Yith to the Cypher Bridge over there. Insolence has procced. Blink will be up in 3 seconds. Professor's gonna have to flywheel this, or else it's gonna be a really early down. And down he goes. And the ciphers are not looking good, especially for an Ivy game.
No, they are not.
She knows exactly where that officer is coming from too, so officer might just have to pop that watch early.
Uh-huh. Let's see.
Oh,
Yep. And putting up with the corrosion right there.
and she's sending
Taking the
that.
time to, yeah.
I mean, she can
Taking a little
because the
journey.
moment officer comes in, he will see the corrosion build up. Takes a guess at where he'll be with two spooks. Can she?
Oh,
If
my
she can get this
eyes.
hit here, this might be. This is looking like this could be a double down here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no, he gets out in time, but it might be that pocket watch speed boost that got to him.
Yeah.
This professor does have rebound potential with that scale. If he can either
Uh-huh.
scale this corrosion. Oh, and he
Oh,
doesn't make
not
it, and
quite.
that's a down. Just as Tide ended too.
Good time bot, but yeah.
Yeah, it's
And they avoided the double down, so that does put them in an okay spot. The ciphers are still going.
yep. If that first officer can finish that cipher on this side of the map, they'll be in a good position. But they have to get one cipher done on this side. You do not want to be cipher locked against an Ivy, even with a prisoner. Oh, he has to flywheel this way or the corrosion. There we
Ooh,
go. And he uses the ball to escape. All right, so this professor
amazing.
does have another chance. Prisoners connecting to first officer cipher on this side of the map. There is a...
Ooh, red
Oh, and
light.
he mind games that professor.
There you have it. Okay, and that is the professor sent back to the manor. Let's see. Healing up. Probably pretty sure that they're going to be the next target here.
Yep.
Fine investigator still has.
Problem is Blink is up.
Oh,
If she can just blink up this area right up here, but it looks like she might want to save it since this down is almost guaranteed in this area.
no.
Oh, and he blinks down. It does
Yep.
prevent him from getting back to his ball over there.
Yeah. And I'm guessing she will most likely destroy that in a moment here.
Yeah.
Bye bye, Froggy. Oh.
The fact that oh, officer needs to get to that within 5-second range of that chair if he wants his tide to proc.
Okay, goes for that corruption.
Oh, and he can get this rescue before half if the but it looks like the Ivy's going for the terror shot here. Nice, right before
Nice
half.
patience from the officer. Wow. Okay. Amazing rescues, but on the side of Hex so far.
Yeah. The problem is, I think. Let me see the cipher layout. Yeah, they are cipher. All the last ciphers are on this side of the map, and this side of the map is the
Here.
smaller half too. So they're in a really bad position.
Tricky. Yeah, it kind of goes along with what you were saying of like, you can rescue, but what happens afterwards? I feel like the
Yeah.
survivors have done a pretty good job at keeping that in mind. Accounting for the corrosion, corruption, my bad, and doing their best to support their teammates.
Problem is that,
Oh,
ooh, yeah. First off, and he got the shock right when he during the pickup too. So the first off, Fire Investigator does have another chance at rebound, especially with that flywheel. Oh, and she connects Cypher's right in front of her face there, and that leads to the down.
yeah, let's
Fire
see.
Investigator can't
Looks like
pick up it
officer is
either.
waiting to be picked up. Yeah.
Will he make it in time though? The Yith is quickly catching up to them, and her full presence will be up in just 3, 2, 1,
Oh,
and
oh my goodness.
that's basically the game. First officer can pick himself up here, but it's not going to matter. And that's a draw for that
No.
first
Oh,
round. They've
hold
both
on.
gotten a 4K. Yeah. It was that moment that Ivy got one person down. There was 3 ciphers left on the same side. It was kind of done.
Yeah. Tough. Huh. I wonder why they didn't. Did the first officer have self-heal?
He did. I think they wanted because you can't see where the Yith is. I guess they didn't expect the Yith to make it back to them in time before they picked up. But even if that
But then the
officer had
scare happened. Yeah.
self-healed, I don't think there was much they could do, especially because the Ivy if for example, he self-healed and then couldn't find them, Ivy could just possess that prisoner in basement and immediately know their, locations.
Yeah. Interesting, interesting. But now we're evenly matched here.
Yep, and it looks like
Okay.
there is going to be a sub here on the side of Team X, I
This is
believe.
team. This is Team Rebel.
Oh, Rebel, my bad. Yes,
No
there
problem. No
looks.
problem.
I. Let me
Yeah, it looks
see.
like they're going to. I think it's a sub out for their hunter.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Oops. Ignore me. Got it. Okay. Just some technical stuff.
All right, so it looks like Interestingly, it doesn't look like Team Hex is going to be subbing out, even though they have 3 hunters. And the points right now is tied. It's 5-5, with both teams getting a 4K.
Okay, yeah. All right. Feeling positive about their roster so far, and I guess their hunter has still got the energy to go. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like in the chat some people are like kind of tired of seeing Ivy. I get it. Yeah, she appears a lot in tournaments, especially the official ones. I think we do have the chance in tournaments like these that are community based and community made that we'll get to see some other hunters. But we can't deny the fact that Ivy is a really strong hunter, and those that put in the work to master her kit, yeah, they're hardworking and they want to show what they can do. Oh, banning
So it looks like
arms.
Yep. And let's see what. I believe the people who ban the map are the ones who get to choose which faction goes first, right?
Yes, it just switches
All right.
on.
So
All right,
then
looks
it's Hex.
like
Uh, I wonder if we're. I wonder what map they're gonna end up choosing then for this next round. But as you were saying, as we were talking about earlier, rescuer is such a the reason why I agree with the whole being a rescuer main in this era is like masochism. It's also like a good rescue does not ensure a win. It can't even really ensure a draw, but a bad rescue, that's like a recipe for basically a loss.
Uh-huh.
It's a it's a job with what is it, little glory, but a lot of like
Yeah.
pressure.
It's a bit of a thankless job, you know. It's not the most
Yeah,
flashy thing
exactly.
sometimes, but I'm okay with that if it's my personality. And yeah, I
Oh, and it
love
looks
being
like
a
the
rescuer.
map pick is Chinatown.
There we go.
I
All
just want a
right.
better female rescuer. That's all I want.
Hey,
I
Lanternus
play,
comes out today.
I'm so excited, but
Yeah.
I have to wait a whole week. I have to watch everyone flex their new skins for today.
Hey, I mean, I don't know how many essences you have saved up. I've got a total of 5. You never
I think
know.
I have, that's true. It's never 0%.
That's
It
true.
looks like, all right. It looks like Team Rebels Hunter is going to be first this round.
Yes, indeed. All right. I don't think I
And
have any
Chinatown,
information on this hunter.
me neither. It's looking like a Chinatown map pick too, which I do think is a stronger Hunter map. As a like personally, Chinatown is my favorite map to play on as Hunter.
Seriously, okay.
Yeah, there's not too many strong palettes or
Mm-hmm.
windows, so you could, there's a lot of two-story areas. So I know a lot of hunters on this map do end up bringing what is it called? Um, Control Freak, where you drop a bit faster, where you get a speed
Mm-hmm.
boot after dropping. Sorry. And it's not too big of a map, so even if you're not a map pressure hunter, you do have a good chance to map pressure.
I'm doing my a bit of sleuthing here
Me too. Looks
on
like
this
this is a
hunter.
very a huge roster on this hunter.
Oh my goodness, hello. Currently 68th Geisha. Congrats.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But a former
Former
Esbatch
peak tier,
and
yeah.
Gamekeeper, Wu Chang, Peddler, Undead, also an A badge meta.
Oh, whoa. Oh my goodness. That is quite the roster. Look at that.
Yeah.
Ripper. Geisha? Geisha is one that in the past has been considered to be pretty good on Chinatown, or rather, like Chinatown is pretty good for her.
Yeah,
I
there's
think
not a lot
I
of
want to say,
like
yeah,
I don't think there's a lot of walls that you can't just dash over.
uh-huh. I want to say maybe
Um,
2 koas ago, we would see a lot of geisha bans when it came to the teams picking Chinatown. Just because she seems to be very strong in that. But we do have a fair bit of the Hunter roster still open, so I'll be curious to see what they pick for round 2.
Me too. Um, just so for our global bands for team for for survivors is we have first officer, prisoner, and fire investigator band, and then for the hunter, Ivy.
Well, let's see. Let's see what
I
happens
do
here.
I do know with Geisha, there were also just a lot of strong Geisha players in tournament, both on CN and JP. You had
Mm-hmm.
Dongx who really believed in, I think it was Dongx who had the abnormal Geisha. And then AWG also had a really strong Geisha player.
You know, it's possible we might even see a peddler.
Oh man.
I think
I
about for
honest
the hunter from my team.
mhm.
He likes to play peddler on Chinatown, if I remember correctly. So we'll see. That could be an option too. But
There is a lot of
yeah.
opportunity for drop down too with on Chinatown
Uh-huh.
with that tunnel. Honestly, I used to
Hmm.
think Peddler was a not gonna be a meta hunter, but after seeing her on in like after seeing people in IVL play her, it's insane.
Hmm. That's for sure.
Like the like there's no kiting her. They would like make double tunnel. Like I feel like a lot of people I see on NAU is like they rely heavily on the vines and then maybe just one tunnel. But what I've been seeing on like IVL lately is they will build like two of those tunnels so there you can't even just work around it. You're literally stuck, especially if you're in a corner.
Hmm. Speaking of Geisha, by the way, did you see the new skin that came out? Or that's going to
I
come
was
out?
yeah, I was gonna take a break from ranking this season, but I need the fragments. That skin is just too gorgeous.
It's beautiful. Oh, okay. First band, Gravekeeper and Escapologist. If I saw that and I was playing on the Survivor team, I'd be so sad.
Oh, and they
I
are banning
love playing
Geisha
those two
here.
characters. Oh, okay.
I would worry about the camping potential of this hunter because banning Gravekeeper over Merc, I feel like that kind of feels like maybe Anne?
It's possible. You did mention the badge for Anne.
Yeah, we're
There
seeing an
goes the
Archer
archer.
ban here.
Entomologist. Okay. Are they entomologist? I know she's a good counter for Smiley. She does pretty well against sometimes Ivy. Um,
But Ivy is banned. We are
that's
have banning
true.
Priestess on Chinatown, and that's giving us Psychologist, who I think is a really solid character. I think this is a really safe team with that Embalmer, Psych, Merc. I feel like they're really
Uh-huh.
looking for at least a one escape or draw on this in this game.
Alrighty. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. Honestly, looking like one of my rank comps.
Now, if this was my rank game, it would be like no rescuer, no psychologist, maybe
Oh,
let's see. I see so many mind's eyes, and they're always the most toxic players I've
seriously.
met.
I always get nervous when I see the mind's eye, but you know, more often than not, they cook.
I feel like if you're playing Mind's Eye in a higher rank tier, it means you're good. But I feel like I have like Mind's Eye trauma. Not even because like Mind's Eye players will play badly, but because they're always so mean. Come
Oh,
on.
she's such a sweet character, but I don't know.
No,
It's,
she
it's okay. There are
is.
sweet players out there who play Helena.
Yeah, I know. It's literally just like two, three players, and but it scarred my heart. All right, it
Yeah,
looks like it
and
is a
it
peddler
is the
pit.
peddler. Oh my goodness, Girthquake, I hope you're watching this. We'll see if you
What a
got
name.
competition for your badge. Girthquake? Yeah,
Yeah.
I just call him GQ sometimes. Sometimes Girth, but that feels a little weird. To each their own, of course. Shout out Girthquake. This one I might have a little bit more knowledge on, so I'm excited there. To be honest, I am kind of a die-hard Survivor main, so it always makes me happy when I can at least comment a little bit more on the Hunter
And
gameplay.
all my hunters are Thai hunters minus opera, so I don't have a lot to say about most
Gotcha.
hunters that we see.
But it's okay. I mean, like you said, you've watched some competition, and I've watched a little competition here too. So yeah, we will do our best.
So it looks like we're having our full kite and bomber spot in mid, right mid. Of Tide only Ento spawning top, and then Merc mid, obviously Tide, and Psych borrowed knee jerk spawning bottom mid.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, I haven't seen. I feel like, do you think Tide Entomologist is making a comeback? I know she was kind of meta for a little bit, maybe like 3-ish years ago. People were always carrying Tide on Entomologist, but all of a
Yeah,
sudden it
but I
feels
think
like there's been a resurgence of it.
I mean, back then, I think that was when Knee or was it the palette? It was the palette. I don't remember if it was Knee-Jerk or it is Knee-Jerk. That was the palette one. That was on the path to Tide. So you could still have a
Uh-huh.
good kite assist while carrying Tide. And Ento was
Yes.
strong against the meta at that moment because she had the boosted movement. But against a
Right.
peddler, I'm not sure how that'll work with especially with both Divine and the mineral speed boost slash massive hitbox range.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if
Let's
Tide
see.
I don't know how Tide only Ento will fare here.
hmm You know, the other thing I think about when it comes to rescue against a peddler is it will be nice to have that mark. I find that it is, depending on the peddler player, it can be really easy to get terror shocked. I think we've seen it in current official tournaments right
Yeah.
now, where it's just there are so many terror shocks out there.
Yeah, her attack speed is I feel like it's like her attack is short, but the speed is a little harder to react to.
Uh-huh. And
It looks like
the explosion on the ground. I forget what it's called. Um,
but
but
it slows you
yeah, if
down.
she
This
can
is a
catch you, yeah, if she can
I'm
catch you
sorry.
early, no problem, no problem. The cooldown for that is just 6 seconds. So if she catches you early and then gets that second blast off, I mean, it's a stuffed rescue. But yeah, going after that entomologist.
This the Hunter does a very good job of hugging that wall so that Vine can't hit her.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and she misses her little stun there. And Toby does a great job of baiting that hit. He can't go down the stairs because the peddler can just create a tunnel and then drop down hit her, so she's being very patient here. This peddler does have peepers, by the way.
Interesting. Okay.
It looks like she will just Vine here. And without Flywheel, this entomologist is down.
Yup.
It's a
Uh,
fairly early down, it seems.
uh-huh. And we could pressure the cipher here.
Yeah, the Embalmer Cipher is pretty far along there at least. But as you were saying
hmm
with the Terror Shock with Mercenary, the problem there is I feel like it's not too hard to land a chip. Oh, and there
Oh,
it is. He needs to rescue now,
yeah.
or
And
else
if he gets
or else he's
chipped,
getting a
then
second chip
uh-huh.
again. Oh, and there's a the nice. The Embalmer does a good body block, but I didn't even see that backdoor rescue coming in.
No. But that helps a
The
lot.
prob Yep, but she's downed again. And then the prob was that before half or after? I think that was might have been after. Was it before half? I think it might have
I want
been.
to say it was before half, but we'll
Yep.
see here.
And
Healing the
that
chip on the
psychologist
mercenary,
threw
because
smart,
even if he
smart.
gets terror shocked, like with that chip, he'll just go down.
But it looks like the Ento is calling for the
Mercenary,
cell.
yeah. Let's see what happens here.
The thing is, if they sell that peddler, if she grabs the vine, can force this rescue since the mercenary is right there. He does have an elbow pad to work with, so he can either force the rescue or force out an item here. But it looks like the embalmer and the psychologist are meeting up to heal. So it looks like
Yeah,
this
looks like they sold.
yeah, this mercenary is just gonna be kiting for basically that third reset. He makes the vault there, but gets chipped. She has another chip to work with, and this is a tight area. But he can just elbow pad out. Oh, but he eats another chip instead.
Yeah. Once again, that cooldown is just 6 seconds. When a hunter knows how
Oh,
to
and there's
use
the
that,
third
it can
chip.
be really good.
If that mercenary only has one elbow pad left. Oh, and it's not the strongest elbow pad. He had to go for that window, and he gets downed here.
Yeah. Down goes the mercenary. Not picking him up immediately. Probably gonna go lock off that cipher. Yep.
They do
Jeez.
still have an Embalmer coffin to work with, and Embalmer does have the face of the mercenary, so if they wanted, they could just rescue once and then coffin a second time, but I don't know, those ciphers are looking pretty low, and that Hunter still has trump
Yep.
card to work with.
And the Obama already has a chip, so they do have to send in the psychologist.
Yep. Who has no flywheel. If he doesn't rescue within the next like 3 seconds, there's a chance for another chip here. Oh,
Oh,
and she
nice
missed. She
dodge.
dodges it.
But careful, watch out for this terror shock.
Oh,
And it's gonna be after half. Oh,
oh, that's
trying to
such a
buy
good
time.
cancel.
Nope.
The peddler and that mercenary
Uh-huh.
has no items to work with
I see now
anymore.
why the Gravekeeper was banned.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I forgot.
Mercenary is. I forgot Mercenary with the whole terror shock thing and the chip. Is just. He's not the greatest rescuer against a peddler.
Yeah, the strength with mercenary, I feel, is that he can rescue from everyone.
Yes.
It's just Gravekeeper was definitely the stronger choice here.
Uh huh. He
Would
can take those
just
chips with his shovel. It helps a lot.
Yeah, and his kiting against a peddler is very strong. Oh, and she tries to bait out that fly.
Oh!
She baits out that flywheel too, and he's just gonna
Alright,
leave the embalmer on the ground. The moment she picks up that embalmer, he just coffins. Oh, it looks like he will pick him up. She will pick him up though, but will she just carry him until
We
he
do have
gets
trump
tinnitus from
card.
the psychologist? Yep, she just. It was just to stall his self heal. Now that she's found the psychologist, she's going straight for her. If if she manages to down the psychologist before that embalmer picks up and chairs, that embalmer's coffin is useless. I think he had to embalm the moment he got down to there.
Yeah, alright, let's see.
Yep.
He will probably
He,
be able to struggle out, and so there is still a chance for that coffin, but let's see
oh,
what the plan is here. Are we scoping out an area? Are we trying to get a reservation at the restaurant? Oh, we're just waiting for the self heal. Okay.
I wonder if he thought the embalmer crawled away further because it looked like she was using that peeper to spot him out, like from above.
Mm,
I think maybe she doesn't want to drop a peeper yet, so she can trump card.
yeah. I could potentially use that teleport. Let's see here, which would help take care of that coffin for sure.
Yeah. Or a blink to get it down before that psychologist bleeds out, since you do bleed out faster when there's only two people. Well, that was a beautiful vine. A lot of tight
Check
turns there,
that out.
too.
Wow.
I think this
Where is
embalmer
the
will bleed
coffin?
out the next time he gets hit, actually.
The coffin's here. It looks like the
Yeah, she has.
psychologist is just trying to get away. Probably
Well,
knows where dungeon is at this point.
yeah, so this peddler has to be very careful here because if he. I do think that embalmer will bleed out. Has the game sense to know basically that the psychologist is crawling towards that dungeon. And that embalmer quickly taps the cipher, I think just to avoid getting crows there.
Alright, what's
But
the play here?
I think the
What do
only
you
play they
think?
can go for is trying to make it to dungeon, but I don't think an embalmer with no coffin, who I don't think he'd be able to make it. Especially since and then Peddler knows that, which is a lot because he's across the map.
Uh-huh. Doing his best to stay out of sight here. Let's see.
Oh,
We've got
does he
Flywheel of a
see him?
Dream, but does she spot him? I
It
think she
looks like
spots
it.
him.
Sometimes from far away you can see where the survivor is behind a wall because of like lower graphics.
Oh, yeah.
She can just swap to Blink here. Or
Uh-huh.
Patroller. Oh, but instead she gets that down and there the bomber bleeds out.
Alright. Wow. Beautiful match.
Yeah, that's another 4K from was that Rebels Hunter? I
That
believe
was
so,
Round
yeah.
Hunter, yes. That was
So
who they subbed out. Or subbed in, rather.
yeah, so Team Hex is gonna have to meet them with another 4K.
Uh-huh. Wow,
The
okay,
pro
yeah.
the problem is if this goes to round three, Team Hex has already used Merc, has already permabanned First Officer. It's possible that they won't have a good, but depending on the band, it's possible they don't have a strong rescuer for round three.
Mm-hmm. It's true. But I love to see round threes. I love to see both sides really dip into their character pools and see what they pull out.
Definitely, especially because as the rounds go on, the less able you are to, you know, predict who the hunter's gonna be. Because those first rounds, you definitely want your strongest out before they can get banned. But by the end, it's like a good hunter. These hunters are very strong. They have a lot of hunters in their character pool. Can you really counterpick every single one of them? Especially
Mm-hmm.
Merc gone, who I genuinely think Merc is still one of the most safest consistent rescuers.
Yep, yep. Oh, well, what you were saying at the beginning of all of this seems to be coming true, honestly. Like you said, they are fairly evenly matched here, both these teams. But I wonder when the point will come to where one will come out on top.
I do too.
Yeah.
It's a lot of pressure for Yuko though, because Yuko needs a 4K, and when you're the survivor team, if you know you need a 1K, like you can play around that 1K, you can sell, you can, just die
Uh-huh.
in like the furthest corners. You don't necessarily have to do the riskier plays, which is like support and rescue.
It's true, it's true. We'll see. Yuko still has a lot to pick from. With that specialty
Yeah.
pick for round one, we still have a lot of those meta characters. But I can't say I really know what else she plays. Let me see if I can do a little sleuthing here.
For on the Twitter, she put that her roster was Mad Eye's Geisha Sculptor, but it looks like she also has a Night Watch and maybe Breaking Wheel, two very strong hunters on this. Well, I mean, I feel like a lot of hunters are strong on this map, but
Yes.
I think
But a
the
breaking wheel would be something. We could see them trying to counter a breaking wheel.
I mean, Breaking Wheel is a good 4K hunter. I think the global ban should
Uh-huh.
be Doc. Yeah, it should be Doc, Escape, and Porty.
Alright, just
Yeah,
figuring out a
they're
few
just
technical things here, and we'll get started soon.
all right. Oh, actually, it looks like they. All right, so it looks like. I wonder who else we're gonna see. Like, who would you pick, do you think, if you're like not too sure on who this hunter might play next?
Oh, let's see. Honestly, I would like to see an aeroplanist. Um, I think Perfumer is always solid into most
Hmm.
picks here. Let's see. I would want to see something for global sport. Honestly, when it comes to Chinatown, I like a lot of the tankier characters. Maybe
Yeah.
a puppeteer. If they're worried about an opera, puppeteer is also pretty good. They could also go for They could go for a harass. It's a little bit trickier, but harass could be what they need in order to get somebody out the gate, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, Archer I don't see picked as much as I would see someone like, well, Antiquarian. I feel like
They do.
Antiquarian hasn't been banned as much. And I want to say this team does have a pretty good Antiquarian player, if I remember
Oh,
correctly.
I was looking at their badges. I believe they're anti-player, and they have the anti and player is also their archer player, and they do have a really
Okay.
strong arrow too. All
Yeah.
right, immediately banning forward and Seer right off the bat. The, she does. This hunter does not play around with forward, and I completely agree.
Yeah. There goes the breaking wheel. All right.
No.
Looks like both sides have really done their homework here. There's
Yeah.
the aeroplanist.
Let's go. And the novelist, I believe that
Yay!
one of they're an S badge novelist, so I think they're going with their comfort picks right now to guarantee that
Yeah.
one escape, at
I'm all
least.
for comfort picks. Let's see what this next band is, though. Knight.
Knight.
Knight?
Oh,
No, not Knight. The
mercenary.
mercenary. Hmm.
That's solid. If the one of the strongest ways to get a 4K as a hunter is stuffing that rescue.
Mechanic.
Oh, and a mech. That's like
I forgot to consider decoders.
mech is like a. I feel like she can guarantee a draw. I feel like even if you get an early down, if your bot is out, you're basically still at 4 people decoding.
It's true.
So
Yeah, so it looks like they really are gonna go for that support for that the
Mind's Eye
Mind Eye
ban.
ban.
Do they have a
Interesting.
Mind's Eye player? That's a yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Let me check my notes because I'm like, hold up.
And Embalmer. That's what one of the characters I was thinking to ensure a one escape is that Embalmer. I'm surprised
Yeah.
about that Mind's Eye ban though.
You don't
I
think it's
guess
something like a hermit, do you?
with those, would a hermit ban
A hermit would be
forward?
great into a mechanic.
I feel like it's 50-50 with that mechanic. If you don't find the bot as a hermit, she can really hurt. But if you find that bot, that's like a free like
Uh-huh.
presence or even share damage if the mechanic's not paying attention.
I guess Frapp does play Mind's Eye. I believe I saw its Frapp with a few with maybe a badge for Mind's Eye.
I feel like Farah plays everyone. I feel like all of them have
Yeah.
badges in every survivor. I was like looking, I was just like, Jesus.
Yeah, there's like I said, a highly decorated team, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Mine's I'm just dying to know who this hunter is gonna pick.
Yeah, like even if you were very anti um Cypher Rush, there's like Prisoner who has good global support, so you can't really pressure ciphers. It's a little harder to pressure ciphers. I believe I think Composer's like the second fastest decoder and has a bit of a stronger like hiding assist. I'm just very
Hmm.
shocked by the Mind's Eye ban, I guess,
Yeah,
but
me too.
who
I
am
mean,
I
it's
to
interesting because
question?
we got airplanes, and then we banned the rescuer, and then we got mechanic, and then we banned the decoder. So I don't know. I feel like nightmare,
Nightmare.
nightmare.
Honestly, I could see it. You need Nightmare does have there's Nightmare's pretty strong on this map because it's a lot of open areas. There's there's really good map pressure, especially if you bring either TP or Warp for the double teleport. So
Uh-huh.
that mechanic and the Embalmer are not they're still strong picks, but they're not as strong as they might have been against a different team, maybe a different hunter. And I feel like if you need a 4K, someone with that much mobility is like very helpful.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm
So,
excited for all the people in the chat wishing for non-conventional hunters. Go.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
Nightmare's becoming a conventional hunter,
that's true.
all
It's
because
true.
of,
I'm seeing him a lot more, a
is it
lot more
mainly
often.
Akka? Yes, but I don't know, it's
Yeah.
starting a trend a little bit.
Yeah, and even in the past few tournaments that I've been a part of, I've seen
Mhm.
Nightmare come out more.
Yep. So,
There we go. Once again, the beauty of these community tournaments is you get to see a little bit more outside the meta.
yeah, it's like that Mad Eyes.
Yes, the Mad Eyes.
But let's read do you wanna read out the builds?
Yeah, okay, we got the Novelist with the Flywheel BT, we got the Bomber with the Knee Jerk BT, and then BT on the Aeroplanist along with that Tide, and Full Kite on the Mechanic. Feels pretty standard to me, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that that Embalmer has BT knee jerk instead of full kite,
Well, that's true, that was true.
but it might work out. It works out with a strong map pressure hunter like Nightmare. Just like Mad Eyes, I do feel like a viable strategy is just to leave people on the ground and immediately move to the next cipher.
Uh-huh.
Let's see if Novelist is a pretty good counter into especially no presence Nightmare. So I wonder if he will just push the Novelist and then go straight for the mechanic.
Let's find out, but yeah.
Rocking the worn skin here, and it's looking like
I fear the
conf
worn skin. Did a little moonwalking.
yeah. It is a confined space detention nightmare. Is not even gonna play, not even wasting time playing around with the novelist. I feel like he might be looking straight for that mechanic who's already dropped off her bot. Does he see it? Oh, he's not gonna go to break it. He's gonna just continue chasing this aeroplanist because she
Yeah.
definitely saw with
Okay.
the where the camera was pointing. Oh, but this airplanist does run straight into that mechanic. Will he swap to that mechanic or will he stay on that arrow? It looks like he's staying on this arrow.
Interesting.
Still,
Oh, using
oh,
the jetpack, it seems.
oh. Looks like he's gonna finally kill that bot here.
Might as well get a little presence there.
Yep, and he has an idea of where that aeroplanist could have run. He's going to slow down Cyphers a little bit by throwing that bird onto the Embomber Cypher, but the Embomber gets off his Cypher. And then a warp. Is he
Warp.
gonna get this first hit with this warp? Yes, he does! So now
Okay.
that mechanic is decoding at a lower speed. Oh, nice. And that airplanist has what's a longer pallet stun because that novelist is there. So there's good support coming from
Right.
that team.
Novelist
I think,
Airplanist, I forget, is also like a pretty popular combo because of that
yeah.
pallet stun and the ability to put the hunter in that pallet. But for this moment, it doesn't seem like we'll see that particular strategy.
And the arrow goes down. He does have another jetpack to play with, so he does have rebound potential, but that was their tide user going down there. And he's immediately TPing to this novelist who is the closest one to, who most likely is the closest person to be able to rescue. Novelist misses his flywheel there. But I don't think I don't think Yuko will be able to make it back in time before this rescue happens. But I think that trade-off of pushing two people off their ciphers and still getting so much damage is worth it. Oh, is he gonna get this hit? Oh. I forgot the bomber didn't have full kite there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It looks like he's gonna try to coffin the arrow, but if he coffins that arrow, then Yuko could just swap targets here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it looks like they're going for the...
Oh, and there it is. There it is.
But I don't know, is
Classic
this...
play.
Will this support
Yeah.
be Actually, this report might be worth it. Their cipher that's far along. But yeah, that's the problem with happening early. There he goes. He does leave someone bleeding on the ground. He's gonna try to share damage across the board, basically. She seems
Yo!
very scared of pallets. I've noticed this with the Mad Eyes too.
Full trivia for
She does
you.
have a
The survivor is like level 280 or something. So,
Gee.
bit of an old gem here. I think one of the like highest level survivors I've seen.
Oh, she missed the warp a
Also,
little bit.
log
I don't
art.
think he gets this.
Yo!
Oh, and he gets the down. The next spot is out though, and they did heal that aeroplanist who does still have Tide.
Wow. Yeah, unfortunately that pallet drop by the mechanic. That speed is a little hard to deal with.
Yeah. The
Good reaction by
He's
the
very
bomber,
afraid
by the
of
way.
pallets here, but he can curve around this here if he doesn't drop it. Yeah,
Look
that's
at
another
that.
person.
Moving
He
so
has his
smooth.
Yeah, that was like a full like U-turn basically on that nightmare.
It looks so weird on my end. But yeah.
Oh, the mech actually self-rescued, so the airplane still has Tide in play. Yeah, and there it goes.
Yeah,
Most
good communication there.
Oh,
Honestly,
I'm
this is
surprised.
not looking too bad.
Yeah, this honestly could be. Let's see. This could be a draw game.
Yeah. That support.
But no. Yeah, never question Nightmare's endgame. We've seen like
That's
Nightmares go from
true.
like 4-man endgames to 4Ks, so have some faith.
Mhm. Hunter seems to like their snowball characters.
It looks like it.
Yeah, honestly, the patience,
Oh,
the
nice
mentality,
perfume.
incredible. Wow.
Let me look at their cipher layout here. Yeah, they're not cipher locked either, which is like a very, it's a very common place to find yourself on this map, especially when you're
Uh-huh.
kiting.
Good planning, good communication on the side of the survivors.
Yep. And that Embalmer has one more coffin if he wanted to drop it, either for one of his teammates or himself.
Orphe on Orphe violence, here we go.
Yep, there's a flywheel, but he has full presence, so the flywheel does nothing. But he did get his book back, so he does have another resource to work with. Nightmare does have his bird teleport up and warp up, so if he can get this Embalmer down fast, he can immediately swap back to one of the injured survivors. Oh! Oh no!
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! I think I've seen that in one of my IDV compilations before. Wow.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it outside of like IDV clips. That's crazy. I wonder
Oh my
if the mechanic
goodness.
has her heal primed with that syringe, though.
Yeah.
Yep, she does. And
Oh!
she did a really good job winning that pallet mine game. If he lost it there, that prime heal would have really done nothing there. This Embalmer has his coffin back up. This might be enough time to buy for that 4K, for that 4-man endgame.
Oh my goodness, and they've touched every cipher. I suppose that's what you gotta do with a hunter that has such amazing map pressure.
Yeah. There's the Terror Shock, but I don't think it matters. I wonder if they're just going to pop here before his TPs are back up. Yeah, I think she's gonna try to chair where he thinks the cipher with the most progress is, but...
Yeah, but they've all been worked on.
Yeah.
Interesting. And they just
And
pop.
they pop. Yeah, I think
It's a
they just want to
four-man
pop
endgame.
before all his TPs are up. Yeah.
The airplane is there.
Mechanic very smartly waiting in front of the pallet before that pop, uses the flywheel just to get to that window in time. I think this has high three escape potential, honestly.
Yeah. There's the warp
Oh,
usage. Probably spots the trail. We have
actually,
characters dead on chair, but they're
both dead on
still
chair
out to play
characters are
here.
here, but Arrow still has a jetpack. And there it goes in use. This is really looking like a free escape because he doesn't have any of his TPs back on cooldown. Nice,
There goes the airplane. All right.
but uh, especially and since this airplane is dead on chair, whoever is furthest away from the gate can just wait at dungeon. But I don't honestly, they all just make it out. Oh, and that's
Oh
a
my
three
goodness.
escape,
Wow. Okay,
which
yeah.
means Team Rebel is on a lead since this puts them at 8 points with Hex only at one.
And there's your moment. There's the tipping of the scale.
It
Amazing.
looks like
Okay. Yes.
people getting very hyped in the chat.
I see. Our number one chatter here. Incredible. Incredible. Yeah. Um, the hunter did an amazing job with just kind of, I feel like I can see almost the mental map that the player has, where just understanding who is going to be where, who is probably going to transition to where, having an idea of just kind of the general space of the map. Does that make sense?
Yeah, he's definitely
Yeah, it does
doing
a
a
really
good job
good
of
job.
keeping track of where most people were at all
Uh-huh.
times.
Uh-huh. So really doing the best, just thinning themselves out between all the different tasks that they have to complete in order to try to get the best result possible. I
Yep.
think unfortunately, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but Rebel is good at communicating,
You could
as far
definitely
as I
see
understand.
it.
Uh-huh. And that helps a lot against hunters like Ivy or Nightmare and a lot of those others that are just communication heavy. Rebel has it down to a T. So I think that is where they pulled ahead in this matchup.
Especially with the novelist, just the novelist in general, getting those two palette stuns with the aeroplanist, getting
Uh-huh.
the what's it called?
Doing a
Getting
little
that
warp
swap
thing.
with the war.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, they just it's good. You don't see I suppose in the beginning with when it came to the rotations we saw a little bit of like running into each other.
Yeah, but it looks like it
But
didn't
overall, yeah.
affect it too
Overall they
hard.
don't seem to really step on each other's toes, so to say.
Yeah, just besides that first part, they were very smart with that cipher layout.
Uh-huh. Alrighty, but
It
looks like
looks
we are
like
now prepping to go into the next match here.
yeah, it's a lot of pressure on Team Hex here. They need a 4K and they need a 4K plus one three escape to just to draw, and then 4K four escape if they want to win this round. But it looks like they're swapping out their hunter for Azathoth, who I know plays wax artist, so they're probably gonna ban that, I feel. But who knows?
Okay, yeah, let's see here. So, which team is switching out their hunter?
Team Hex.
Okay. And then no subs on the side of Rebel here.
It doesn't seem so.
Okay, Hex is banning Arms Factory. We really don't like Arms Factory here, apparently.
Which is
Both teams seem to like the
interest
larger maps. What are
to
the
be
chances
it's
we go
interesting
to
because I feel like there's
Lakeside?
only one. Ugh, I hate Lakeside. But most, I feel like a lot of common maps you see, unless there's like a specialty hunter, it's, Lakeside, Leo's, maybe even, no, yeah, I feel like those are the two most common ones you see.
Oh, there's Ever Sleeping.
Oh, right, Ever Sleeping, I forgot that that's still
Uh-huh.
there.
The other sort of big map. I guess these teams
Another, I
just
guess,
appreciate the bigger, like a little bit more wide open maps.
yeah, I feel like maps that kind of, well, I don't think Moonlit, I mean, I hear that like tournament-wise, Moonlit is hunter-sided, but I feel like unless your hunter is a lot of mobility, it's most of the time it's a draw map. But like Ever Sleeping in Chinatown, those are 100%, I feel like hunter maps.
Yep. Okay, so prioritizing
Oh,
our hunters here in this case, which seems to have worked out on the side of Rebel.
yeah, but it's gonna be hard because it's Team Hex. It was Team Hex who made the map pick.
Let's see, map pick was
Oh no, Hex
Rebel.
did faction. So Rebel, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
they banned
interesting.
arms, and it looks
Yeah,
like Hex will do hunting first.
right. So then we'll get to
Alrighty.
see this hunter sub immediately put to work.
Alrighty. I'm excited. I always love to see what people are going to bring to the table. You're right, we might see that wax artist. Yeah.
Wax is very strong on this map, but because of that, we could see them ban Wax. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen some of the more meta picks yet. No Goatman, no Hella. Ivy obviously was there. No
Uh-huh.
Opera.
We could see a Goat Man round 3,
That's
funnily
what I'm
enough.
wondering. If they want to ban the specialty pick, Goatman is. I feel like he's strong on this map, but Goatman is also just strong, period. So,
That's true. Let's see. Yeah. I wonder.
are you stalking the hunter too?
A little bit.
I think they have everything hidden, yeah.
Everything in and all right. Fine, be that way.
Very
Guess
professional
we'll just have to
here.
guess. Yeah.
Oh, he does have it does oh he does also play Axe Boy though.
Oh. Yes, I see the lone axe boy medal there. Looking very happy, all by himself, sadly. Wow, does everybody on this team play Mad Arms? Dang.
Maybe.
Maybe
I
it's a
mean,
rite of
not
passage. You say, hey, I want to join Hex, and they say, okay, but can you play Mad Eyes?
to be fair. I mean, I'm sure they actually play Mad Eyes well,
Oh, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah, of course.
I will say to get a Mad Eyes like badge, it's not that hard. I have a
That's
Mad Eyes
true.
B badge that's 3 wins, 7 losses.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm guessing the point difference between like the A badges and the S badges have to be pretty big.
Oh no, if you're a Mad Eyes player, you are like a die-hard Mad Eyes player. Those
Uh,
S badge Mad Eyes are insane.
you gotta grind. Oh, I would love to have an S badge one day, but you know what? Still a work in progress. That's okay.
I get Hunter S badges are so hard to get, and then Survivor S badges I feel like are more doable, but I get bored playing the same Survivor the whole season.
Yeah. I can get kind of hyper fixated on a character, but it has been the same character for a few seasons now, and no S patch yet, I have to say.
Who
So
are
maybe it's
your?
time to, yeah.
I was gonna ask who your mains were.
Okay, let's see. Well, I love playing Gravekeeper. Love the character, love the
Solid,
gameplay, love all that. Um,
solid.
Honestly, outside of that, I usually just kind of play is whatever role needs to be filled. So like when it comes to decoder, I'll play lawyer. When it comes to support, I'll play psychologist.
Mhm.
Um, but usually I just kind of flop between different rescues. I do enjoy
Got it.
playing. I do enjoy playing journalist. So like if not gravekeeper, then journalist. If not journalist, probably escapologist. Hmm.
That's actually so funny because I think my two, they're not the rescuers I play the most in rank because I think my journalist is so 50-50. But I think my two favorite rescuers to play is also Grave and Journalist.
They're just fun. I like it. My team calls them the baby survivors, but just because they,
Why?
you get into shovel, you get up the chair. It's not too hard. Um,
Yeah,
you need help with a rescue. You already have like a double rescue with the Orpheus. It's nothing. It's not like a oh these characters are lower skill, but they can be a little less complicated.
that's
And you know what?
definitely
I
true.
appreciate that. Even if they are a little less complicated, I find that you can still find a lot of different things to do with them. You know?
No, plus especially um I was complaining to my friend because I was like, Gravekeeper is like the absolute opposite of a clip farming character, but journalists,
Yeah, no, it's true. And it feels
you
good when
hit,
you get that like the body block or the harassed
yeah.
or something. I'll tell you
Ugh,
this, like the characters I don't play would definitely be harassed.
same,
I there's a
same.
I think there's like a mechanical skill that I struggle with, and then also just decision making and the boldness to go and support at the right time,
Yeah,
of course. But if I did
no,
have
that's
to
a
play
problem.
harass, I do like to play forward.
Really? I mean, I guess he's
Uh-huh.
like a good harass slash rescue character, so that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I just find like his gameplay to be the easiest for me to understand. So there you have it.
All right, and we're
But yeah,
already
I'd
starting
love to talk about your mains and stuff when we get the chance here. But yeah, we are heading into the next match.
immediate hermit wax bands on the side for the servers, and then the hunter band priestess FO. And we're picking meteorologist and Faro lady. Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm
The Borrow Lady, hello, round three.
yeah, I'm a Faro lady hater. I don't know what to say.
I think we do have a player on this team though that has like an S badge for Borrow Lady, so you
Yeah, I
know,
feel like if you
we'll see.
communicate, she's good. But like, what if I see her in rank? I cry. All right,
I
so
cry
we're
too.
banning
I
Seer
do.
and picking journalist. Speaking of journalist,
Speaking of journalists, there you go. There's your other rescue. And what's this final band gonna be? Let's see here. Probably just a solid character. I don't think anything too crazy.
yep,
Yep.
embalmer, a safe
Yep.
because this because Hex really does want that 4K.
Mm-hmm. And there's the perfumer. As I said before, like perfumer, pretty good player, pretty good character into most hunters.
It's a full pretty girl team.
It
That's all
is.
I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. So, what hunter do you play into this comp? Do you think?
Um, definitely. Honestly, I could see them playing Axe Boy. You want a hunter that's not single hit would counter both that
Yeah.
perfumer and journalist.
Uh huh. Oh yeah. And of course, you know, if your fire lady is the only one left to rescue, an
Yeah.
exploit would be extra hard.
I feel like I hear
Hmm.
a lot of people always think you should chase Faro Lady first because she's technically a decoder.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, I prefer chasing Faro Lady last. Like make it so that either she has to be the one to rescue, basically.
I feel like that is how I see a lot of the higher tier games go. Is they save the fire lady for last, or they just kind of ignore her till the end. There's the
Oh, and there is the
exploit!
exploit
Oh my
pick. No
goodness.
hesitation in that pick.
Yeah, you know what? I wondered, I wondered like, oh, they have the exploit medal there on their page. Is that just a diversion? But apparently not.
You gotta grind for the gold medals. It's
That's
insane. I
true.
still don't have a gold medal for anybody.
I'll tell you this, the only one I have the gold medal for on either faction is the Gravekeeper. So, yeah.
Bruh, I'm
And that
still
took,
missing the last one.
I think, oh, was it making distance with the shovel? Oh,
Same,
that
that's
took
the one I
so
took on.
long. That's the one that
Just
takes
facing
so
a Gravekeeper.
long. I think it took me 6 months. Like, I started grinding as soon as the medal system came out, but I only just got it recently. Oh my goodness. I don't know if it's the same for all
Oh,
the survivors, but I just know that. Wow. Anyways,
they're spawning
here we
their
go.
Pharaoh lady in mid.
I don't disagree. It gives her the chance to go any direction, to just yeah, to choose. Oh, I'm blanking on the words.
Transition.
Transition. Thank you so much.
The
To
problem is if she
transition anywhere she wants.
The problem with that though is if she transitions, she's transitioning into another cipher.
Yeah.
But and also like normally you put rescuer. I guess journalist is also a pretty common first chase. I feel so maybe they rather have this Pharaoh lady who has like a solid kite. Because I remember the player was a very strong kiter. Well, they're all really strong kiters
Yep. Yep. That's
versus
true.
like Alice. But really quickly, the builds are journalist tied borrowed, perfumer knee jerk borrowed, meteor flywheel borrowed, and then Pharaoh lady flywheel borrowed.
There we go. Alrighty. And here
They
we
do not
are.
like their Stewie builds on this team.
No, it would seem not. I guess they have a lot of confidence into making it to that end game, and sure enough, they have been making it to the end game.
Yeah. And they also do need basically just a. I think if they draw here, it's a win.
Yep. Alright, heading for mid.
Going straight for that perfumer, it looks like.
Some pretty good presence, that's for sure. Pre-dropping the pallet, running this loop,
Yep.
trying to catch
Trying to
the
mind
survivor
game
off
here, but that
guard.
perfumer
Red
is very
lighting
careful.
is working, but I think that cooldown for the perfume is up. Oh?
Ooh! Waited for that flame to be just on her so she couldn't really dodge it. She's staying in middle just in case she teleports back, but she doesn't. And does he have fast pallet break? Yeah, he has 2 stacks of fast pallet break, so dropping these pallets is really damaging. She's right in the open, and she starts the pretty fast down before Blink is even up. But those ciphers are
Wow,
really
okay.
ciphering.
Yeah, they are. See, Journalist has a slight debuff, but the other two are okay, if not even better. So, this was not the worst chase for the Survivor side.
Yes, I'm surprised how far
And
their ciphers are along considering how short
yeah,
that
me
kite
too.
was.
I guess they figured they were pretty confident in who the expert was going to choose as their target and weren't worried about just getting on those ciphers.
Yeah. I feel like this is going to be a flame. Oh! That was beautiful from the journalist to weave through that flame, got that hit. This might be a free rescue here. But it is after half.
Oh,
He's gonna
okay,
stop
yeah.
at the chair here, it looks like.
Yeah, a little bit surprised
Still
they
gonna.
didn't move in a little bit sooner for this rescue.
Oh,
The
that
flame!
was insane! No chance
Oh
for
my
a
goodness,
rebound.
just blind, no eyesight, nothing, no indicator, just straight into there. Wow.
I think it was one of the purple flames, so it was following them around. That hit does give him full presence. It lets that perfumer get all the way to the corner, but I feel like it's a worthy trade.
Yeah, okay.
So the site, despite like that beautiful like late rescue and first chase, their
Hmm.
ciphers are really. I'm like shocked how far along their ciphers
Uh-huh.
are here.
Meteorologist finished up the cipher, so probably gonna come in. She's going to. Oh no, sorry, I forgot that Perfumer was rescued after that.
Yeah,
All right, let's see what this far lady can do.
yeah. He's not fall. Is he? I don't think he's gonna fall for that. Yeah, that line is way too
No,
straight to be a
that was a
survivor
very
running.
straight line.
Decoding right in front of his
Hello,
face there. There's no flames in the area,
decoding
so
mid
she was
height.
safe to
Hello.
do it.
Probably checking on ciphers here for a moment.
Yep. The cipher layout is strong here too. Gets that hit on that
Nice flame.
can still work with this area here. I think he's gonna switch to the cipher here.
Yeah, I don't disagree. That
But that
meteorologist is
journalist does
still
have,
available for rescue.
yeah.
I thought he dropped a paper for a second.
Oh, she can't get on the thing on the tram in time.
Nope.
There's so many
We
flames
do
in this
have.
area now, and
Uh-huh.
that's the down on that journalist.
There you
But
have it.
like that cipher is going fast because that Farley is eating through that cipher over here.
Uh-huh.
Like this Ackboy
Wow.
needs to stuff this rescue here. Gets a good flywheel
Flywheel.
there.
And they will
Yeah, he
have the
needs to.
time to pop.
Yeah, he obviously wants to get a flame down, but this meteorologist has like multiple items to work with here.
Yep. Was maybe trying to bank on the idea that the meteorologist wouldn't have BT there.
Maybe. Or maybe he
Um,
wanted to force some item out before hitting. But
yeah, that too.
he has announcements, so he does know where both the Faro Lady and that journalist is. But if they can get two people out, this is a win game for Team Rebel.
We do have that teleport available.
But he
That
needs
would
to
be
get this down
enough.
within like 4 seconds, and I don't think it's happening.
Yep.
He's
Parlay does
teleporting.
waste that time. Okay.
That's a very good teleport there. I wonder if she will try to get into that tram. Oh, I think he lagged out.
Yeah, I was about to say, is that on my end or is that on the hunter's end? Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh my goodness.
he's
Okay,
back in the game, but
just coming back into it. The gate is now open on the side of the Faro Lady.
oh, and he gets Palestine there.
Oh.
I do think he might have been able to get this down before if he hadn't lagged there. But he might still be able
Oh.
to since Dungeon isn't in that
Unfortunate.
area. Oh, and she goes down.
There you have it. Yeah, I'm a little curious why we didn't see the pause there. Maybe it just wasn't indicated in time.
Maybe, or apparently, it
Or
might have been
perhaps
not just him
pause.
who crashed.
Oh, let's see. Yeah, I feel like I noticed a little something there.
It didn't. If I mean, it looked like everyone lagged for a second, but it felt like the exploit like kept crashing.
Yeah. Well, we are checking with the teams and we'll see. Yeah, and we'll see what will be done here. Yeah, because I was looking at my internet, I was like, "Whoa, am I loud?" But yeah, it might have just been
Yeah,
a server issue.
yeah, that's what it's looking like.
Unfortunate. Our poor server, our poor NAEU server.
I want.
Oh.
Let's see what they have to say.
Yep.
It looks like since it was gonna. It looks like we're just gonna play it as is since it was looking like it was gonna be a tie game. Anyways.
Yeah. looks like both teams are agreeing to that. Let's
Yeah.
see what our ref says. Yep, it looks
And
like
that's
that is
the
where it will end.
Yep, because with that draw, Team Hex has Team Rebel secured their win.
Yeah, congratulations. That was, yeah, let's not be mistaken. That last match was pretty good. Sorry about the lag, but wow, those flames by the Axe Boy were pretty insane.
Yeah, he was
I enjoyed watching that.
same. He was very patient with a lot of his flames, making it feel like they could just could not dodge any of them.
Uh-huh. Really taking advantage of those narrow alleyways to get those extra hits.
Yeah, that first down on that perf was so good.
All right. We don't have any interviews to do. Yep. Let's make sure everything's officiated here, and then we will be on our way. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was exciting. That was amazing. I feel like I saw some top tier plays from both teams here. What were some highlights for you, June?
Um, I mean, definitely that Pharaoh lady had to pop that cipher. Being very aware of like the flames around her and the fact that Axeboy didn't have Blink, like he wouldn't have had it
Mm-hmm.
up or just didn't have it anymore because of trump card. I think that was a really clean play from that Pharaoh lady.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Any final comments before we wrap up here, June?
I mean, what about you? What was your favorite think of the best moment was this matchup?
Oh my goodness, there were so many. The push for Rebel into that four-man end game was incredible to see. I was on the edge of my seat. The Mad Eyes, it's just always amazing to watch Yugo's Mad Eyes. I can't say much about that hasn't already been said, but truly a treat, and it was my honor to be able to commentate on that.
No, definitely. There was so much more than just like what think I do as Hunter, which is just brain dead chase. It's like as and you have to guess where everyone is at the same time, keep track of all the
Yep.
ciphers.
Yep. I
It was
feel like
so
I got
good.
to dip into the mindset of some pretty amazing players today. And I can't wait to see what they'll do in the future for both teams.
Me too.
Yep. But all right. Thank you guys for joining, and it's been an exciting time. Thank you to our streamer Nico for hosting us, and thank you June for commentating with me. Hope I didn't talk over you too much.
No, thanks for being there to commentate with me too, Z. I will really
Yeah.
enjoy talking to you about the game and
Oh, it's
like
so much fun.
competitive
I could go on forever.
same.
But yeah, so hopefully get to see you in the future too. And yeah, everyone else can look out for some amazing matchups coming in soon here. Any final
Yep.
words?
Please keep supporting the tournament and keep watching and keep enjoying because we have some amazing players on this server, and I'm so glad that they can showcase their skill through this tournament.
Well said. Well said. Alrighty, I believe that is it. All right. Thank you for joining once again, and